To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. Out of all the families in the world, she's in love with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Ooh, soon we'll be married and raise a family. Cozy little home out in the country with 2 children, baby. I'll tell you can raise you this cold be a dream, but you really wanna see. Oh, it's just my imagination once again, running away with me. Tell you it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination once again, running away with me. Tell you it was just my imagination running away with me.
What about?
Oh, how is this?
You know what you this is the way can I see your page? It's the problem is that it's the light, it's not the deep ones afterwards. Do you have Could you read my copy and read this?
No, just put that up there.
Here you go. You can see the copies. Two, three, four.
on to our graduates, our families, friends, Dean Edmondson, Dean Walker, our faculty and staff to the wall, 2020 cohort pinning ceremony, and they are finally here. You hear me now? My sincerest thanks to Samantha Yonker for coordinating the entire event. She did everything and just ran so fine, so I wanted to thank her very much for that, and to Dean Edmondson for his support of the nursing program here at NJCU. And a very special thanks to the one person who has worked day in and day out to coordinate, schedule, reschedule, accommodate, arrange, laugh, cry, and make all of this possible. Dr. Shonda Johnson, who is our program. Our program is governed by several regulatory agencies, our academic partners and hospital affiliations, and more. Dr. Johnson has ensured our graduates sitting on the stage today not only completed all the necessary requirements within the allocated timeframes, space constraints, and safety measures, but received the highest quality nursing education in the process, and I thank her from the bottom of my heart. Today is a continuation of a time-honored tradition, one that recognizes the education and journey and the commitment to the profession of nursing. Each nurse remembers their pinning ceremony with a feeling of accomplishment and gratitude, with love and despair, with joy and heartbreak, because it's at this moment a student nurse recognizes what a truly amazing accomplishment completing nursing school is. Completing nursing school under normal operating conditions is stressful. Completing an accelerated nursing program under normal operating conditions is extremely stressful. But our graduates face no ordinary normal operating conditions. They survived a course change in sequencing 2 weeks before classes started. They survived different locations for classes, hybrid, in-person, remote, respondus, pen and paper, fit testing, canceled clinicals, changing clinicals, moved clinicals, and 64 core nursing credits in approximately 60 weeks, all during the global pandemic. And they deserve a round of applause. They took it in stride with a smile on their faces, most of the time. They had a few gripes and grumbles, but displayed tenacity and fortitude and a passion for learning the art and science of nursing. I applaud their commitment not only to this program, but to each other, but to also the patients and families and populations they will serve as they continue to follow their dreams and passion into the next chapter of their professional careers. I applaud all of you sitting here today. I'm sure you've witnessed the good, the bad, and ugly of this program. Hopefully, more good than bad. But it was with your support and love, all of those you sitting in the audience have made this possible. Without your support, they would never have been able to attain their dreams. So thank you for entrusting them to us. We as your faculty have enjoyed having you. I have enjoyed teaching you and learning from you also. Your professional careers are a little extension of each of the faculty who have taught you. We've infused our knowledge, our skills and our experience, our stories and our ugly cries, our proudest moments, and our all-encompassing love for this profession. And I hope it's infused into each and every one of you as you move forward. Your next chapter continues our journey as faculty of nursing for all those that you touch. Make us proud, and remember to always ask when the last time I had a bowel movement. Please lose your sense of smell. Use the restroom every 4 hours when working. Listen more. Always have presence. And always make those you care for feel safe. And please be the nurse. It's been an honor to be a part of your journey, and best luck to all of you.
Let's see if this will behave. Hello, good afternoon. Let's see if that works.
Well, welcome to NJCU at Fort Monmouth. You're the first internal event graduation we've had here. It's only been open 4 weeks, so fantastic. I know it's warm. I know, trust me. I think there's 100 nurses in the room. I'm good. It's all good. So we're honored to host this nursing pinning ceremony. It's a landmark event in the lives of these students receiving the pin, and it is a big deal. Like if I get through this without crying, it'll be a miracle. I cry all the time at everything. It's ridiculous. No one believes until they actually see the big guy cry. Thank you to parents, friends, relatives in the room. I'm sure they've complained 101 times about the faculty, who I so admire and respect, but they made it, right? So tell them get over it and deal with it. Thank you to the faculty and staff for making this possible. Dr. Branchiso is the chair. Dr. Johnson is the program coordinator. Samantha Yonker came in Saturday and finished setting this up. So all the faculty and staff from the entire department, thank you for everything that you did to make this happen. I very much appreciate it. And by the way, if you don't already know, you probably know, the nursing department is ranked in the top 10% in the nation. So they're hard on these young men and women for a reason, because they know what works. So you can be infinitely proud of the work that they accomplished. To the students who are receiving the nursing pin today, keep in mind the significance of this tradition, honor, and merit. The earliest ancestor of the pin dates back to the Maltese cross, adopted by crusaders over 1,000 years ago, and worn on their habits as a symbol of service to others. We gather here to continue this long-honored tradition, to recognize your achievement in completing the required coursework, and to remind you to walk forward into the unknown with growing confidence. So although you're getting the pin today, it's actually much larger than that. You're walking into the unknown with growing confidence. Now, this phrase didn't come out of thin air. It actually was born from the pen of John Gilbert Winnet, who served as U.S. Ambassador to the United Kingdom during the Second World War. He had the following statement etched into his tombstone: doing the day's work day by day, doing a little, adding a little, broadening our bases, wanting not only for ourselves but for others also a fairer chance for all people everywhere. Forever moving forward, always remembering that it is the things of the Spirit that in the end prevail, that caring counts, and that where there is no vision, the people perish. That hope and faith count, and without charity, there can be nothing good. That having dared to live dangerously and in believing in the inherent goodness of man, we can stride forward into the unknown with growing confidence. As you move forward from today, allow yourself to recall these words and ask 3 questions. The things of the Spirit that in the end prevail. What is your spirit? Caring counts, and where there is no vision, the people perish. What is your vision? Stride forward into the unknown with growing confidence. What is your level of confidence? Congratulations to our students receiving their pins today. Be proud of your achievement, and know we will be here for you, cheering you on, supporting you, and serving as a secure base you can return to every now and then. Best wishes as you move forward with confidence. Thank you.
I'd like to call up Dr. Kathy Mahoney, who's going to give the keynote speech today.
Good afternoon, faculty, friends, family, administrators, and colleagues, finally. So I'm going to take a little page out of a book by Dr. Seuss for all of you, and I want you to listen to this. You should all be glad I didn't bring my newspaper. They get that. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. but you're not on your own. You know what to do. A mentor, a coach, one, maybe two. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. And some of you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. You'll look at hospitals and clinics, look them over with care. HCAPS, Magnet, Leapfrog will let you know where. With your head full of brains and your heart full of caring, you will rise to the challenge. Be bold and be daring. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Take a deep breath. You'll know what to do. Oh, the places you'll go. You're on your way now. You'll be doing great things. Practice leadership and research, whatever life brings. I took a lot of privileges. In a hospital, an OR, a school, or a home, your expertise identifies you. You are sure to be known. You won't lag behind. NJCU gave you the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't. Because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch. Do not despair. You're not in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and chances are then you might be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where no direction is marked. Some windows are lit, but mostly they're dark. You need to rely on the evidence, your smarts. You may get confused. Don't give up the pace. Nursing is a marathon, not a quick race. Do not get stuck. Keep your head in the game. Remember, no day, no shift, no patient is the same. At times I fear you'll head to a most useless place. The waiting and waiting. For a yes or a no, everyone just waiting. You need to move and you'll shake, you'll find the right path. Do not be the slumper or lurcher or waiter. Be forceful and brave. Use your brains right now. No procrastinators. Sitting and waiting, that's not for you. You'll find your right passion, be sure that you do. Oncology, peds, ED, something new. With banners flip-flapping, your shirt arrived high, ready for anything under the sun. Ready because you know you're the one. Oh, the places you go, there are battles to be won. Magical things you can do with your skills. Comfort a family, care for their ills. Care, you'll be caring as caring can be. With a whole wide world watching, you'll do it, you'll see. Oh, the places you go, there is fun to be done. Except when people don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes nursing can be lonely too. Rely on your peers to help what you do. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something, you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet some things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to be gone. But on you will go, the work may be foul. On you will go, though diseases may prowl. The doctors will howl. Onward up many a frightening hallway, though your arms may be weary and your brain may be leery. On and on you will go, and I know you'll go far and face up to the challenges, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you always know. You'll get mixed up with many strange folks as you go. Be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that nursing's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. You'll move mountains. So be your name, Yearwise or Shia or Morgan, Alexis, Kevin, Tatiana, or Kay. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. You have entered and are entering what I consider to be a very special club. Your standards cannot slip. You must be constantly growing and improving. The initiation never stops. It's not a fraternity or a sorority. There's no hazing, I promise. You will always be challenged. You will literally hold the heart, minds, and spirits of patients and their families in your hands. You will laugh, celebrate, cry, and mourn. Cherish that responsibility. It's a privilege. Work at that every day. This is a gift. Develop your passion and call it work. Thank you.
Want to sit on Abby's lap? No, sit on Abby's lap.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samantha Yonker. You've been hearing my name a lot and seeing me running around. It's with great honor and privilege that I will be announcing the candidates for the presentation of Is Jack? We have a little. Okay. So something special and unique about the pinning ceremony is that our graduates dedicate their pins to those who have supported them on this journey. So I'll be reading their dedications on their behalf. So without further ado, I will get started. Mirwais Azizi. Yeah, they're going to stand right there. Perfect. In addition, if you'd like, you can come up to the front to take a photo. The graduates will be called in alphabetical order. So we left a little space here if you'd like, or along the side. Thank you. Mirwais would like to dedicate his pin to his entire wonderful family that have all supported and guided him in their own individual ways. He couldn't be any more grateful for all the love and support. You can sing. Ethan Benning. Ethan would like to dedicate his pin to his parents, brother, and girlfriend. He's thankful for your endless love, encouragement, and support throughout this program. He wouldn't be anywhere without you today. He wouldn't be here without you today. I'm sorry. Maybe I did say it right the first time. Yeah, okay. Erin Buckley. Erin would like to dedicate her pin to her loving grand, who would have been so proud, her cousin Megan, and all of the nurses in her family who continue to inspire her. To her parents, for all their love and support, and to her wonderful fiance, Matt, for your endless patience, encouragement, and positivity through this process. She couldn't have done it without you. Sean Chesson. Sean would like to dedicate his pen to his parents and brother. He's thankful for all of your patience, love, and support through this journey. Holly DeVito. Holly would like to dedicate her pin to her husband, David, her 3 amazing children, David, Owen, and Margaret, and her mother, Irene. Thank you for believing in her and supporting her on this journey. Shira Ellie. Where he loves. Okay, to her husband. She would like to dedicate her pin to her husband, Yaakov, who encouraged her to go back to school. To her son, Abraham, who motivates her to be better. And to her parents, who have always supported and been there for her. Shira Lila. Morgan Engler. Morgan would like to dedicate her pin to her mom, Tracy, and stepdad, Andrew, for their unwavering support, guidance, and for serving as an inspiration of the kind of provider she'd like to be. Her fiance, Lex, for his endless encouragement, patience, and for always reminding her that giving up is not an option. She's so grateful for all you have done to help her succeed. Shea Fiskus. Shia would like to dedicate his pin to his parents for their support, to his siblings for being there, and to his wife for staying up Thursday nights to wash his scrubs and make coffee because he kept forgetting about it. Eric Fitzgerald. Eric would like to dedicate his pin to his tremendously selfless husband, Justin, and remarkable son, Brian. He's thankful for your undying love, encouragement, and support. To both of his parents, while you're both no longer here to witness him actually becoming a nurse, he takes solace in the fact that you were there from the beginning of his journey. Kate Galbaby. Kate Galbaby. Is that right? Galbaby. I said it right the first time. Okay. I'm going to do it again. Kate Galbaby. Kate would like to dedicate her pin to her incredibly supportive husband, Mike, her resilient boys, Hunter and Jack, and her mom, Donna, who has always faithfully inspired and cheered her on. Julia Gray, I'm going to acknowledge some of our cohort that was unable to attend in person. She dedicated her pin to her parents and her future sister-in-law and friends, and she's thankful for the support through the highs and lows. Oh, Amanda. Okay, I'm sorry. Amanda Ill. Amanda would like to dedicate her pin to her two independent, spirited daughters, Evangelina and Arabella, and her loving husband, Tommy. Annie Marie Jablonski. Annie Marie would like to dedicate her pin to her parents, friends, and Aunt Eileen. She's thankful for you always encouraging and supporting her. She wouldn't have survived this journey without you. Rachel Jensen. especially her husband Andrew, her mom Kim, stepdad John, and sister Danielle for always encouraging and supporting her through this entire process. And a very special dedication to her dad, who would have loved to see her achieve this dream and always made it known how proud he was of her. Kayanne Latoya Lawson. Kayanne would like to dedicate her pin to her 3 children, Akiva, Kaijon, and Loyan, who remain super flexible with her. Her parents for their unwavering support and encouragement. You have been the wind beneath her wings. Thank you all for the motivation and welcome to school. Jeremy Lewis. Jeremy would like to dedicate his pin to his lovely and amazing wife. He's thankful for your encouragement and support during this whole process. Ruby McCauley. Ruby would like to dedicate her pin to her parents, her older siblings, and her boyfriend for their endless love and support throughout this journey. Chelsea Mayo. Chelsea would like to dedicate her pin to her husband Julian and daughter Elena, her parents and mother and father-in-law. Thank you for making this journey possible, and most important, for your endless support and encouragement. I'm going to acknowledge Nancy, who isn't here with us today, Nancy Medro. She wanted to dedicate her pin to her husband, Dave, and her children, Catherine, Connor, and Kevin. She couldn't have done this without their love and support. Robin Morales. Robin would like to dedicate her pin to her parents for always valuing education and supporting her endeavors, and to her children for being her inspiration. Jennifer Morin. Jennifer would like to dedicate her pin to her parents, Rich and Beth, for their endless encouragement, support, and love. Matthew Muscatelli. Matthew would like to dedicate his pin to his girlfriend, who believed in him every step of the way, and his parents, who supported him through this journey. Elizabeth O'Brady. Elizabeth would like to dedicate her pin to her dad, who told her that she should have been a nurse a decade ago. She's thankful for you supporting her so she could figure it out on her own. And to her mom, who valued education over everything. She wants you to know she's not going to stop here. Matthew Pompliano. Matthew would like to dedicate his pin to his supportive and caring wife, Ashley, their son, Alexander, their dogs, and family and friends, and the 2021 cohort of NJCU and student instructors. I'm going to acknowledge Joanna Serrano. She's not here with us today, and she didn't list a dedication, so. Alexander Siclari. Alexander would like to dedicate his pin to his wife, Antonetta, who believed he could be a nurse before he even did. Uncle Rick, who thought I could graduate just by attending classes. My mother, who thinks I'm already the best nurse in the world. Tatiana Stevens. Tatiana would like to dedicate her pin to her mom and grandma, her greatest supporters, for inspiring her every day to be the very best version of herself, and for telling her to just go for it. You make all of my victories possible. Alexis Marie Valiente. Alexis would like to dedicate her pin to her parents for immigrating to America to provide a better life for her and her younger brother. And last, but certainly not least, I gotta make sure you're not stuck back there, Kevin Wheaton. Kevin would like to dedicate his pin to his wife, Maeve, and their son, Quinn, and their newest addition to the family, Sloan. And now I'd like to ask you all to stand so we can congratulate the ABSN class of 2021, Fort Monmouth. Okay, you may be seated. We'll take a few more photos on stage and out in the hallway. I'd like to now invite Dr. Ronquizio, our chair, and Dr. Shonda Johnson, our program coordinator, for the presentation of awards. Okay, me again. All right. So the first award is for academic excellence. The nursing department will present an academic excellence award to the graduating senior, recognize excellence in nursing academics. The award will be made to the graduating senior who, in the opinion of the faculty, has demonstrated academic integrity throughout the program and has demonstrated excellence in academic achievement as demonstrated by the cumulative GPA in all courses. And the Academic Excellence Award goes to Holly DeVito. So I'm jumping to the peer award. This award is given to a student whom the graduating class has selected by their peers and who has met the following criteria: demonstrated outstanding class and clinical preparation, communicates well with other students and faculty, assisted other students during difficult times, and collaborated in a positive and productive manner with patients, peers, and faculty. And this year's Nursing Peer Award is given to Amanda. Hi guys, I finally
I'm the only faculty that they have never met in person. I've always been on Zoom. But it's so amazing to finally get to see you guys. Some of you guys I've seen, but to see your whole cohort is such a blessing. You guys were the first COVID cohort that we called you guys. You guys have shown great resilience and tenacity. You have spoken to me a myriad of times trying to reschedule clinicals, schedule clinicals, get your clinical clearances, and I've just been emailing them over and over and over. But I'm so excited to finally meet you guys in person and finally see you come to your goals. And as I always enter class, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, my future colleagues. I can now say you are my colleagues. Your last step is to pass that nursing board. And when I finish class, whatever I will say, our hearts and minds are clear. So I'm excited. I want you to see you do great things and keep moving, keep going. As you guys know, there's endless opportunities, and as I tell you, nothing comes with down. As you can see, I'm keeping moving every day. Every class I had with you guys, no matter how I felt, I kept going, and I want to see the same for you guys. So, Outstanding Leadership Award. The faculty recognized the Outstanding Leadership Award is to a student or students who have been identified by the faculty as outstanding class leaders by demonstrating leadership among the students, fostering close relationships in the nursing department and across campus. These students have enhanced the student-faculty relationship. This year we have 2 students. The first student is not present, is Monroe. And the second outstanding English award is to Kate Brown. So this last award to the student is for clinical excellence. This award is given annually to a student or students who the faculty have selected and has met the criteria of documented evidence, clinical judgment, and caring, and demonstrate initiative and leadership in the clinical setting. The recipient must demonstrate respect and empathy, fostering care and enthusiasm. They may be creative in the delivery of care and articulate with their patients and their communities. So this year's award honor goes to Alexis Marie So at this time, I will have Holly DeVito come present our faculty.
We want to thank Priscilla Davis for encouraging and entrusting us. The confidence you've instilled in us has prepared us to transition to our nursing careers. You are adored by nurses, physicians, patients, their families, and of course, all of us. We can only hope that someday we're the fraction of the nursing you are.
I'm going to now introduce our student address. The class, every year as a tradition, we allow our students to select who they feel would best speak to the experience of the class, of the cohort throughout the year, and who would kind of essentially represent them in the best way to talk about the experience at Pinning. And it was a unanimous vote, it was relatively unanimous for close to, there were some others that got voted for, so I don't want to say it like that. You're all special, you're all important. So without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce, but before I introduce, I just have to thank you. I couldn't have, did all this without your support, so all the texting, the calls. So I just wanted to personally, I said I wasn't gonna cry, but anyway, it's the stress. Okay, so without further ado, before we start, Kate Galvany, I'd like to.
We're here. We did it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first pinning ceremony here at Fort Monmouth. On behalf of the class, I'd like to share a little bit about our journey to become nurses. We all had very different paths prior to pursuing a nursing degree. Some of us came from traditional healthcare backgrounds, exercise science, psychology, even veterinary science. We also, in the cohort, have architects, engineers, chefs, teachers, and business executives. In February of 2020, all of these roads merged into a one-lane highway as we were accepted into the highly competitive accelerated BSN program. We were thrilled and immediately sent our deposits in to secure that spot. 6 weeks later, the world was on lockdown. The evening news was showing footage of nurses caring for COVID patients in their last hours. Our family and friends were calling us, texting us, asking what we were going to do. Are we crazy? Can we back out? Of course, we were nervous, some of us scared. Days later, Samantha reached out to all of us and said, due to the global pandemic, if you choose to withdraw from the program, you will be fully refunded. I am beyond proud and honored to stand up here with a group of nurses that never wavered, never doubted it, and made it through. They persevered through nursing school in a global pandemic. Every single person here knew that our country and our community needed nothing more but nurses now. So we all made a pact to do this. And as we dropped into our first Zoom session for orientation, Dr. Johnson greeted us with her big, beautiful smile. I am sure we looked like deer in headlights, and this was before she told us to expect to be COVID tested often. Dr. Johnson assured us the program will happen. We will become nurses, and she gracefully asked us for flexibility and patience. At the time, it seemed impossible, but she was exactly right. Because of the students' dedication and the faculty's innovation and support, we are nurses. Traditionally, the first clinical experience is in a nursing home. It allows us to touch patients, for some of us who do this, and perfect your assessment skills in a setting that's not as intense as the hospital. Well, again, we started in COVID, and the nursing homes were not letting any of us in. So off we went to the hospital. Some of us started on a med-surg floor and oncology floors. Some of us started at St. Peter's Hospital, and we were warmly greeted on our first day. A PA from urology came down to the floor and said, "Yay, we have students. We're going to pull out a bunch of three-way Foley catheters this morning." We were all familiar with a Foley catheter, but not really sure about what the three-way involved. We learned very quickly. Another non-traditional experience we got to have was participating in COVID vaccine clinics. When we were there, every patient we had felt like they won the lottery to be given this vaccine. At the time, we weren't really experts at giving iron injections, but thanks to the bravery of Dr. B, she made us all experts that day, with her calming way and assuring us that everything will be okay. You got this. So as we made our way through our clinical rotations, it all started to click. We began feeling confident in our skills. It was no longer intimidating to draw a heparin, clean up C. diff, or use our therapeutic communication skills to calm the patient that keeps trying to take off their clothes and escape. We had it. At this point, we all started feeling those magical moments when you know you had a true impact on a patient and their family. Whether it was sitting with them to truly listen to their worries or just treating them with kindness and compassion. The compliments came to each and every one of us. Patients thanking us for making their stay in the hospital a little easier, thanking us for being so caring, and some even calling us angels and heroes. At one institution, we became known as the Green Shirts. We were on a floor with 2 other nursing schools. The nurses immediately recognized our work ethic and competence and would always ask the Green Shirts to help out when anything unexpected was happening. They trusted and respected us. Not to brag, but NJCU does have the best nursing students. This year has been a true lesson of perseverance and resilience. A special shout out to this cohort, who I think has the record of the number of males in the whole cohort. Nice job, gentlemen, well done. Another special shout out to the 10 parents sitting up here on this stage, who never in a million years thought they'd be homeschooling themselves along with their kids. I would also like to pay tribute to 3 of my colleagues that lost a father during this journey. I know that John Garris, Gregory Fitzgerald, and Richard Pompliano are here in spirit with us and beaming with pride for Rachel, Eric, and Matt. We also welcome 2 babies, Alexander and Sloan. Congratulations to Matt and Kevin. And congratulations to Chelsea with baby number 2 due in December. As you can see, we all came here as total strangers, but we're leaving as a family. Many of us have formed lifelong friendships and bonded by the experience of nursing school in the pandemic. As we celebrate this achievement of not only becoming a nurse, but a nurse leader, we will make Dr. Mahoney proud by joining a professional organization and keeping up with the evidence-based practice in the literature. We will always have a special place in our hearts for our faculty here at NJCU. The year was challenging for them as well, teaching on Zoom, getting clinical rotations secured, and managing their own families. Thank you for teaching us how to take a breath, stay calm, and become a nurse. Lastly, thank you to our family and friends. I'm sure many of us will be a little less stressed now, much easier to deal with. You are part of this journey, and we are forever grateful to all of you. Thank you.
Beautiful. I messed up your name like 1,000 times. I'm actually meeting them for the first time too, like not on Zoom, so sorry if I messed up your name. So we're moving along in the program now, and the students, members of the class, will be recognizing their faculty and staff that have worked with them throughout the year with a token of their appreciation. So I'd like to invite members of the class. I'm not sure who, if there's an order. Eric, I'll go first. Okay.
She is not here, so if you're on Zoom, oh, she is? Oh, yes, okay. So we would just like to thank Professor Tinkling for her instruction during our simulation lab. Your your time, knowledge, and dedication you bestowed to our cohort was immeasurable. So we thank you very much for your support and guidance in our journeys to become proficient and confident nurses.
We'd also like to thank Dr. Wright. Although we only had the pleasure of being taught by Dr. Wright for one semester, I know that I can speak for all of us when I say that she left a lasting mark on our nursing journey. Dr. Wright shared with us her passion for nursing and created a positive learning environment even over Zoom with her kind, compassionate, and encouraging way of teaching. Most of all, Dr. Wright instilled in us the importance of dermatological nursing specialty.
Dr. Johnson, thank you for everything you did and gave us the opportunity to go to nursing school in the middle of the pandemic. We know how hard you fought, and now in hospitals throughout the state, pulling up some old papers to make sure that we could attend clinicals and get the hours that we needed. Thank you for showing how to remain calm and positive in moments of crisis. Thank you for every day in class to entertain us so much by using different glasses every single time. I swear, it was a different pair of glasses every single time. But two things were the same every single time, the same. The beautiful smile and how she greets us every morning. Good morning, future colleagues. So thank you very much for believing in us as future nurses.
Hello, I want to take this time to recognize wonderful Dr. Branquicio. We were a very fortunate cohort because we got to actually have Dr. B as our professor for 3 out of our 4 semesters. As a group, I don't think any of us particularly loved her exams. But personally, something I admire about Dr. B is her ability to always know the right thing to say. I found comfort in her soft, soothing voice speaking words of encouragement to calm us down on pretty much a weekly basis for the past year. And whenever a difficult concept finally clicks or I have a fulfilling moment in clinical, I always hear her, "I just love nursing" line echoing in the back of my mind. She's made us laugh and cry with her stories and prepared us in so many ways to enter this wild field. Dr. B, we would not be here today academically, emotionally, or physically here today without your guidance, support, and advocacy. And just like how you always told us to joke before our exams, I wanted to do the same as we conclude our journey as students and begin our journey as colleagues. So, why are nurses afraid of the outdoors? Too much poison ivy.
I know I speak for all my classmates when I say that Dr. Mahoney has been an inspiration to us all. We've had the pleasure of having her for 4 courses during our time here at NJCU, and her passion for teaching is evident. Her assignments weren't always easy, and class could sometimes be stressful when you knew she was going to call on you, but that's also why we love her, because she challenges us to be the best version of ourselves. As we move out into the world, start our career as nurses, I know we'll be hearing Dr. Mahoney's voice in the back of our heads, always guiding us to think critically, to stay informed, to be leaders, and always ask ourselves how we can make a difference. So thank you, Dr. Mahoney, for not only teaching us the science of nursing, but also the art.
The next instructor we would like to recognize and thank has helped us from our very first lab and throughout our clinical experience guiding us to find our confidence, to ignite our passion for nursing, and discover the nurses that we were meant to be, one love note at a time. They say superior instructors demonstrate their excellence and encourage their students to do the same. Lori has done just that with nearly every interaction, bringing a sense of comfort on a level that makes all of your nerves melt away, reminding us to forgive our shortcomings and show ourselves grace, for we're still learning, and we all know now that we will be forever learning in this career. I know I can personally say that I look forward to continuing to find my place in nursing and learning every day, and will luckily have Lori's voice in my ear cheering me on. Thank you, Lori.
They say that teaching is an art form. It's amazing when you first start school to see who's a Picasso and who's a Rembrandt. They say the best way to inspire somebody is by example and not instruction. When we first started clinicals, for most of us, I'd never been in the hospital before, and it was a complete culture shock. You know, you walk in, nothing in my life could prepare me for what it was actually like in the hospital. When we showed up to Priscilla's clinicals, we couldn't find her because she was already out answering the call. She never waited for us or told us what to do. She always ran ahead and challenged us just to try and keep up. She taught us, she nurtured us, and she showed us, she exemplified what it really meant to be a nurse. Thank you, Priscilla.
We have one more faculty who, fortunate or unfortunate, didn't have the pleasure of teaching this cohort, but we would like to thank Dr. O'Neill for attending today. We know that you have a long history with the nursing program. You're always a big supporter and advocate for us, so thank you for joining us today to celebrate you. Lastly, we want to thank Sam, who put together all the balloons, organized the party, and now we're ready to party, right? So thank you, Sam.
Thank you, that was very sweet. Okay. So, in closing, we'd like to dim the lights and share with you a slideshow, which is essentially the year in review of the class and moments from the classroom to clinicals, to studying, happy moments, happy moments, happy moments. So without further ado, we are going to play our slideshow. And after our slideshow, we would like to invite all of the nurses here today to come to the front of the stage when the slideshow is over to recite the Nightingale Pledge with our new nurses and our faculty. Enjoy the show.
That's standard, yeah, standard, yeah. That's cute. Did you do this? No. The students put it together. PowerPoint thing?
No, it's a Canva.
Oh. Okay. For some reason, they want something. For the scrubs.
Before we close out the ceremony and recite the Nightingale Pledge, I'd like to acknowledge Alan and Janine Duo, or Alan Quinn Orchestra. They have been playing at every single pinning ceremony since 2007. It has been a pleasure, like there's no pinning ceremony without them, so I've got some business cards, so if you need them for I'm just plugging that in there for my colleagues. I would like to now invite all of the nurses, if there are any, there's got to be at least one. Don't be shy. Come on up. You're just standing down here. You don't even have to come on stage. Come on down. And you'll lead a program because we're going to, unless you memorize the Nightingale Pledge, then I'll really impress. I'll really be impressed if you see. There we go. Come on out of the woodwork. There's always. Woo! Yes. Help us welcome our new nurses to the profession, and I'd like to now invite my colleague and friend, who I couldn't have done this without also, who's always there for me at a drop of a dime. Oh, yep. Okay, perfect. Dr. Kevin O'Neill, who has also started, we always celebrate our anniversary at the same time. So what are we on now, 15 years? 15 years at NJCU. And we've never had a fight, he says. I don't know about that. No, he's right, we never had a fight, that's true. So I'd like to, it is a privilege and honor to have Dr. O'Neill here, who didn't even teach the cohort, but showed up today. So that speaks volumes about his character. So Dr. O'Neill, would you please come on stage and recite the Nightingale Pledge?
Okay, it's a long, the Your Nightingale Pledge
college is a long-standing tradition of our profession. And I'd like the graduating class, our new colleagues, to join us and our faculty colleagues in the Nightingale Pledge. In full knowledge of the obligations I'm undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, spare no effort to preserve quality of life, alleviate suffering, and to promote health as affirmed by the person. I will respect at all times the dignity and beliefs of all patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and to refrain from any action which may deter my life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give the full support and cooperation to our members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor